When are you moving here? I don't know yet. I'm really considering it though. At first, I have to say, I thought things were too far apart and there was nothing for miles. But then I spent a couple days and I realized it was the same anywhere. Maybe except for New York, Cookie. And I realized it was a lot more comfy here. So I'm really considering it, Cookie. I'm like, it's the same everywhere. Except over here, it's like cheaper. Like everything's cheaper, Cookie. So like, why pay more for the same experience? Except if you come to Texas, sure, there's way more space. The weather's a little worse, that's for sure. But it's a lot cheaper. Like a third cheap, like half the price of living in California. And I heard there's no state taxes here, which saves a lot of money. Especially since I'm a streamer, Cookie. That's what my mom told me. So, I don't know. Hurricanes are half the fun. It's just spice to life, Cookie, you know? As long as I have a stable place to live, sad bee, you know? And a nice income, I could be okay. I liked it even more when we drove through some neighborhoods the other day. And there were houses. And the houses' yards are like the biggest yards I've ever seen in my goddamn life, Cookie. And I was like, man, I'd have a big dog. And chickens. You know, Cookie? And, maybe some ducks even. I definitely want to see more places in Texas before I decide. I feel a lot more relaxed. I think at first I wasn't used to it. And then after, I've been here almost a week now, Cookie. I've been so chilled out here. And I kind of like that, Cookie. There's no, major stress. I travel so much, Cookie. I have a really, really hyperactive, dopamine receptors, because I'm always traveling, always experiencing new things. And I've been really trying to calm myself down for a little while. And yeah, I think Texas really did it. I'm relaxed for the first time in a long time. But it's nice. It's nice, Cookie. It feels like it's possible to it's one of those places where it's still possible, or the American dream of starting a family and buying a house is still within reach. And I think I haven't seen that in my life. I think that's pretty cool, Cookie. I think there's some soul here still. Yeah, I like that a lot. It's possible. It's possible in Texas still, Cookie. You might not live really centrally, but you can get a pretty good house. If you had $500,000, you can get a pretty darn big house here in Texas. But in California, $500,000 gets you a piece of shit 1-bedroom or a studio apartment. You know what I mean, Cookie? So yeah, so that's what I mean. I mean, it really depends on your livings. I think for people here, it's still expensive because they work blue-collar jobs, right? Yeah, but bringing in money, bro, if you're already making enough for California, bring in money. You could still afford a very big living, Cookie. Yeah. You can't buy a house with $500K in California. You can't. It's like a studio apartment in a shithole place, Cookie. Yeah, so that's wow, And then groceries are you can still buy groceries and cook for a very reasonable price. It was apples were $1.50 a pound, which is awesome, which is super good. In California, apples are $4 a pound. So it was it's nice. I get to eat all the fruits that I wanted. The chicken is cheap. I got some chicken from Walmart. It was really cheap. It's a bunch of drums for $2. Never seen chicken that cheap in my life, Cookie. Awesome. It's awesome. Awesome. Howdy.